Get ready for a deep dive into the real-life bonds that define Hollywood, because some connections are simply unbreakable. We are kicking things off with 15 iconic celebrity friendships that blossomed on set and survived the test of time, proving that loyalty is the ultimate currency in Tinseltown. From the lifelong brotherhood of Matt Damon and Ben Affleck to the legendary sisterhood of Courtney Cox and Jennifer Aniston, these stars show us that the best roles they ever played were that of a best friend.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-Pack Screen Protector Plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Shifting gears to a cinematic classic, director Barry Levinson is opening up about the 30-year legacy of his powerful drama, Sleepers. This film brought together an absolute powerhouse cast, including Brad Pitt, Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, and Billy Crudup, for a story that continues to resonate with fans today. Barry Levinson shares exclusive insights on the production of this intense story about friends facing a boys' reform school, reminding us why this remains a benchmark in Hollywood storytelling. The spotlight is shining bright on 19-year-old Shiloh Jolie as she steps into the public eye, sparking a massive wave of speculation about her personal life. Paparazzi recently captured intimate moments between the daughter of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie and a mysterious young companion in Lo's Angels, leading many to wonder if a new romance is officially on the table. We are looking into the details behind these tender photos and the evolving life of this star, who continues to carve her own path through dance and style. Finally, we are pulling back the curtain on the untold truths behind one of the most famous breakups in history, the split between Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt. There is so much more to the story than just the tabloid headlines, and we are breaking down the deeper factors that shaped this high-profile separation. Make sure you are caught up on all the latest entertainment scoops by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel with the bell icon turned on for all our newest updates. We often talk about the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, but have you ever wondered who these icons lean on when the cameras stop rolling? It is easy to think of Tinseltown as a place of fickle connections and PR-driven alliances, but today we are stripping away the red carpet polish to look at the real-life bonds that have survived the absolute chaos of fame. From high-stakes film sets to the quiet moments behind the scenes, these 15 celebrity friendships prove that sometimes the most important role an actor ever plays is that of a best friend. Let's start with the gold standard, Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox. Their bond kicked off in 1994 on the set of Friends, and honestly, it's like they never left Central Perk. They've been through 3 decades of life-altering highs and lows, with Courtney serving as maid of honor and Jennifer becoming the godmother to Courtney's daughter. They even still grab lunch together in LA almost daily. It is that kind of consistency that makes their friendship feel less like a celebrity story and more like a blueprint for loyalty. Then there's the legendary brotherhood of Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Long before they were household names, they were struggling actors living in the same apartment and sharing a single bank account just to chase the dream of writing Good Will Hunting. That isn't just a career collaboration. That is a shared history that fame hasn't been able to touch. We also can't talk about set-grown friendships without mentioning the Game of Thrones stars Macy Williams and Sophie Turner. They were practically kids when they started filming, navigating the pressures of global stardom together. They even got matching tattoos to remember the exact day they were cast. It's this kind of surviving the madness together energy that you see in duos like Dakota Fanning and Kristen Stewart, who leaned on each other through the intense scrutiny of the Twilight years. And what about the icons who helped shape one another? Drew Barrymore and Cameron Diaz are famous for their pajama party friendship that blossomed during Charlie's Angels. Or Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, whose bond during the grueling, freezing production of Titanic created a connection so deep that fans still get emotional every time they see them together on a red carpet. Whether it's the comedic shorthand of Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, the lifelong pact between Tobey Maguire and Leonardo DiCaprio, or the brotherhood of Zach Braff and Donald Faison that spilled right off the set of Scrubs, these stories remind us of one thing: Fame is fleeting, but a chosen family is forever. It is refreshing to see that beneath the scripts and the trailers, these stars found something much more valuable than a paycheck. Which one of these duos is your personal favorite, and who did we miss that you think deserves a spot on this list? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into the heart of Hollywood, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the stars. Remember, at the end of the day, even the biggest legends need someone to call when the lights go out. Can you believe it has already been 3 decades since Barry Levinson dropped the cinematic gut punch that was Sleepers? It feels like just yesterday we were watching that star-studded ensemble, featuring Brad Pitt, Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, and Billy Crudup, tackle one of the most haunting stories of the 90s. Levinson himself admitted that hitting the 30-year mark is genuinely shocking, and honestly, he has every right to feel that way. If you haven't revisited this film lately, it tells the intense, heartbreaking story of 4 childhood friends whose lives are irrevocably fractured after a juvenile prank lands them in a brutal boys' reformatory. What makes Sleepers stick with you isn't just the sheer talent on screen. It's the way it navigates the dark corridors of trauma and the quest for justice. Levinson didn't just direct this masterpiece. He penned and produced it, pouring his creative energy into every frame of that 1960s backdrop. It's a classic case of lightning in a bottle, a perfect storm of directing, writing, and performances that still resonates today. So, what's your take? Does Sleepers still hold up as one of the best dramas of that decade for you, or has it become a forgotten gem in the shadow of bigger blockbusters? Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Ultimately, movies like this remind us that even the darkest chapters of our past are essential pieces of the human story. Is there a new chapter beginning for Hollywood royalty? Shiloh Jolie Pitt has spent her entire life under the microscope of the world's media, but a recent sighting in Los Angeles has fans buzzing for an entirely different reason. The 19-year-old was spotted in Studio City, and let's just say, she looked a lot more than just friendly with a mysterious companion. Cameras caught the pair exiting a local restaurant, and for anyone who follows Shiloh, this was a rare moment indeed. Known for her incredibly reserved nature, Shiloh was seen smiling broadly and sharing a tender, heartfelt embrace with a young man in sunglasses. Naturally, the internet has gone into overdrive, speculating whether this is the start of a brand new romance. But isn't it interesting how we constantly project our expectations onto the children of icons? Shiloh has been carving out her own identity lately, stepping away from the spotlight of her parents' legacy. Whether it's her professional-level dancing, her viral K-pop video debut, or her recent style evolution, trading short hair for soft blonde locks and a more polished look, she's clearly finding her own voice. And let's not forget, she's been navigating some heavy family dynamics, from moving out of her mother's home to the very public, headline-making decision to drop her father's surname amidst the fallout of one of Hollywood's most contentious divorces. It's a lot for any 19-year-old to handle, let alone someone whose family history is essentially public property. As we watch her navigate her independence, one thing is clear. Shiloh is no longer just the daughter of Pitt and Jolie. She is a young woman finding her way in a world that refuses to look away. What do you think about this new chapter in her life? Is it just a sweet moment with a friend, or is the media once again overstepping? Hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest updates, and tell me your take in the comments below. After all, everyone deserves a little privacy, but can you really have it when you're born into the spotlight? Hollywood royalty, the perfect golden couple, and a divorce that shook the world to its core. We all remember the headlines, but was the split between Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt really just about Angelina Jolie? Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the untold truths behind one of the most iconic breakups in modern history. Forget what you think you know, because the reality is far more complex than the tabloid narratives we were fed back then. Join us as we dive deep into the pressure of the spotlight, the hidden fractures in a marriage under constant scrutiny, and the human side of a global fairytale collapsing in real time. We're unpacking the layers of fame, expectations, and the private struggles that played out behind the scenes of their headline-grabbing separation. If you are as fascinated by these Hollywood power dynamics as we are, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an investigative deep dive into the lives of the stars. In the end, perhaps the most important lesson isn't about who did what, but how even the most untouchable love stories are vulnerable to the crushing weight of public perception. What do you think really broke the camel's back? Let us know in the comments below, and remember, things are rarely as simple as they appear on the front page.